Hi guys and ladies, 3 years ago I made Fish Piccata. It was so good that I've gotta make it again. All I needed were the fish, so yesterday I went out to cull some small bass. Take a look, and when we come back we'll try making piccata. We just gotta.
I'm gonna make my first cast right here off the dock.
There. Very little. Let's see. Oh no, it's not so little. Well, it's little, but it's an eating fish. We have to remove this size. It's under 12 inches for the good of the other fish and the good of the pond. Oh, endless quantities of undersized fish. It's a bluegill, but it's massive. Why are my bluegills so big and my bass so small? I've got to keep this one. We need it for food. That one. Oh, another dinker. Gotta get him out. I had a really big fish break off, but I cannot show you that clip. This is a family show. Oh! He's off. Oh, he's off. Oh, it was a huge fish. Oh, here's what I'm using today. It's called the Finesse TRD. It's made by Z-Man. I'll have the info in the notes below. This wasn't supposed to be. I'm not here to catch bluegill, but look at the size of them, and they do make great food. He hooked himself. He hooked himself. I mean it, he just kept pulling. I didn't even want him. I wanted a bass, you know, and well, I'll take you. I'll take you. Yes. Get rid of him. Another dink. I got one in the lily pads. Oh, it's a nice eater, but too bad it's not bigger. I want a big fish just for show. It's a gill. at the size on these guys. Wow, he's got a bump on his head. I'm gonna let him go. I have more than enough bluegill, and I'm after bass. Let's let him go. Right at the boat. Look at that. Oh, goodness. Look at the size on these guys. Let's do the right thing and throw them back because we have plenty for food. Oh, look at this. Let's get in the house and fillet these guys, and tomorrow it's Fish Piccata. Yesterday was tough. We needed to cull small bass, but they were almost too small for a piccata recipe. Even so, the bass alone gave us over a pound of these nice little fillets. And we can use the bluegill another day. Before we do our fish piccata though, let's make one of my favorite sides with Italian dishes. Risotto. Low-carb fake risotto. This is a 1-pound bag of fresh cauliflower rice. I've done this also with the 12-ounce bags of frozen. Doesn't make much difference. I'm adding 4 tablespoons of butter, a half teaspoon each of salt and pepper. Now a half teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to microwave this for 15 minutes. This is hot. Let's flip our lid and see what we've got. Wow, it reduced by half. Now the coupe de gracie, here is 4 or 5 ounces of mascarpone cheese. Yes, you could use cream cheese, but mascarpone has more fat, it's richer, and tastes better. Now I'm going to put this back in the microwave for 3 minutes. There we are. You've been waiting for this. This is 4 or 5 tablespoons of freshly grated pecorino romano. My grocer grated it for me. Well, maybe not exactly him. Let's mix this in. Now what makes this dish so outstanding is basil pesto. I don't know, about 1/4 to 1/3 cup. It comes like this. The aroma. This stuff is the food of the Roman gods, just like chipotle and adobo is the food of the Aztec or Mayan gods. Let's put this aside and get on with our fish piccata. Let me just taste. Oh, the pesto, the basil. Oh, so creamy, rich, cheesy, and delicious. You would love this. It's low carb. Eat it. I don't know about your store, but my store sells these enormous lemons. They're too big to even fit in a squeezer. Here I've got our little denzians. I'm just blotting them dry. Now to one side only, I'm going to add salt and pepper. Into this casserole dish, I'm putting about a half cup of flour. You know me, it's not ordinary flour. It's low-carb almond flour. This isn't in the recipe, but I can't help myself. About a half cup of pecorino romano. I just love it. I think the combo of almond flour and pecorino romano is very, very good. You've seen me do things like this before, but this time no egg wash. I'm going to take our fish fillets, put it in our breading. I'm going to pat it in there. Breading, imitation breading. Flour it up and just put it in a plate. Let's continue. I gave a thorough pat down to our last fillet. Let's put them in the plate now and get our skillet ready. I'm nervous. This is where the fun begins. I have to coat the bottom of this electric skillet, and you need a big skillet, with about 4 tablespoons of olive oil, just enough to coat the bottom. Let's start cooking them up. I don't know, until they get brown. I think it's flipping time. Let's see. It's been about 5 minutes. Let's get our fish out of here. I've spooned out some of the oil. Don't need that much. Here's about a half cup of white wine. Now we have almost a half cup of lemon juice. That put the fire out quick. Let's reduce it just a little. I got about 3 or 4 tablespoons of these capers. Let's smash them a little bit. Bring out that salty goodness. This has a really nice lemony aroma. Now I'm going to add 6 tablespoons of butter. If you're on a low-fat diet, you're on the wrong channel. This is low-carb. We're just about done. All I'm going to do is spoon this over the fish and then top it with some cilantro or, if you like, parsley, and serve it. I'm putting this platter in the oven just to keep it warm for a little bit. Well, I have a second you should all know. The famous celebrity restaurant and food critic, Miss Lulu Cheeks, is about to arrive here for dinner tonight, and I'm so excited, but I need to calm down. You see, we've been seeing each other, well, since the dark ages. Yet I think she finds me lacking as a potential husband. I don't know why, but I need to convince her of all my good qualities. Here we are tonight with the famous celebrity restaurant and food critic, Miss Lulu Cheeks, and thank you profusely for joining me here at my tasteless, tacky trailer house. And you had a chance to scandalously scarf down my bogus risotto and my bass piccata, and I'd love to know what you thought of them.
Oh, they were both very good. The fish had a nice, crispy, lemony coating, and the risotto was very nice. I enjoyed all of it.
It
very
reminded
creamy.
You of veal?
Oh, definitely.
Veal piccata?
Yes, it did.
It was really
Which
good.
is one of my favorites. So it was very good. Oh. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You know, Miss Cheeks, oh, it's okay to call you Lulu now, right? Oh. You know, every woman wants a handsome husband, a smart husband, a loving husband, and a husband with a great sense of humor. Don't you think?
Yes, but unfortunately, bigamy is against the law.
Huh? Oh. Can I have a hug?